In this tutorial I will tell about the lag and its criteria in Primavera P6. We can define lag simply like this. When first activity complete, then there is a delay or waiting period before the second activity starts, then it is called lag. Lag option can bring in resource tab. We can add the days of lag at there. There are some points needs to be noted while using lag. PMI says that you should be careful with lags and do not use them instead of activities or complicated relationships. D forbids you to use lags longer than 5 working days. Let's consider an example. Here after design we are giving a waiting period of 10 days before construction. That means relationship with its successor is finished to start plus 10 days lag. This is not acceptable in D terms of above 5 days lag. So we can use a simple alternative method. Bring a activity of design approval between design and construction and put the duration days of lag between them. This we can avoid the lag period. What we implement by lags is usually a more complicated and dynamic entity which should be treated as an activity. I don't know if you are going to accept the D rule or not, but if you don't, I suggest that you should keep a limit for your lags. When first activity is still running and second activity starts, this is called lead. It means overlap between first and second activity. PMI treats leads like lags. You should be careful not to use large leads and use activities instead of them where possible. D is much tougher in this area and completely forbids the use of leads. Reason is that leads are usually misused and hard to manage. In some situations, you start with an FS relationship, later on, you get behind schedule and you have to compress the schedule. You make that old FS relationship into an FS minus 5 days. Consider an example. We are going to build and paint a wall. We are not going to wait the whole wall to be completed before starting the paint job. We want to overlap those two activities. That means we are using lead method between these two activities. D rule completely forbids the use of lead. So we want to use a new plan. What we are doing is, we break down each activity to two separate activities. When the building of the first part of the wall is finished, building the second part and the painting of the first part begins. When the building of the second part and painting of the first part is finished, the painting of the second part starts. Let's discuss how lead become a problem. Imagine the painting of the first part. Our initial estimate was 5 days, and it happened to finish in 2 days. What happens? Our painting has finished even before we finish building the wall. Which is not logic. This example shows what I told you before, that schedules which use leads are harder to manage. You believe that you have to use lots of leads, especially large leads. You might need to reconsider the way you design relationships. Thanks for watching my videos. For further more video, please subscribe my channel.